Hey guys, how y'all doing? Welcome back to another video. 2 nights ago, I uploaded on my channel, just out of nowhere, a mashup song. The mashup had 32 artists in it. I explained it a little bit in the description, what it was. It was basically a contest hosted by Kyle Beats. If you do not know Kyle Beats, go check him out. Subscribe to his channel and everything. He's a really great producer and he heavily inspires me. And this contest was basically where people would make loops and then produce beats from those loops and then give the artists, a beat to work with, and the artist would go in and record over the beat. Kyle would choose his favorite at the end, and his video should have been uploaded yesterday. As this is getting uploaded, I haven't seen it yet because I'm recording this a few days before, as you just saw the timestamp. So I don't know who the winner is, but he picked his favorite and that person won. They got uploaded on Kyle Beats Collective. Now, where do I come in? Well, I looked at all these submissions and I went through and took it upon myself to download a bunch of my favorite ones and put them all together in a mashup. I put them all together. The final runtime ended up being 23 minutes and 24 seconds. If you have not listened to it yet, you don't have to listen to the entire thing, but I would recommend checking it out after this video, going through the timestamps, and just hearing all the artists on there. I don't have many of their links, but if any of them see this video and want to reach out to me so I can put their link in the description, let me know. But I took it upon myself to make a huge mashup with 32 different artists, like I said. It was very fun to work with. And today I'm going to be going through and showing you how I made this whole contest mashup and everything, and kind of show you the process that I went through over the course of 2 days to make this. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Be sure to check out Kyle's video to see who the actual winner was. Spoiler alert, the winner is in this mashup actually, so you're gonna hear their vocals at some point. And, go check out the mashup and go listen to it, and let me know who your favorite artist was, because I think honestly, a lot of them, or all of them really did a great job. And I really appreciate them all submitting, and I really appreciate that I had the opportunity to make a whole mashup out of it. And also thank you to Kyle Beats as well for, hosting the contest and everything over on Discord. But so I'm gonna sit down at the computer. I'm gonna walk you through how I made it and everything. I will see you guys at the desk. So I just want to quickly talk about how this all came to be. Basically, I went back through in the artist submission channel after Kyle already closed it to the public, so you couldn't type in it no more, but you could still see the submissions. So I went through and I scrolled up and I found a bunch of messages that had like a bunch of reactions, like fire emojis and stuff, and I went and downloaded those. And I ended up with 19 at the end of it. And then I wrote down all of their Discord usernames. I wrote down their preferred artist name, and I put them together. And as I was putting them together, I put the list in the contest banter chat. And I said, DM me if you want to be involved. I got a lot of messages. So we have ended up with 32 artists. So here we have the computer pulled up, and I'm going to be showing you the massive FLP that this project is. It's still going. There it is. That's the end of it. Some things to note. I did not have most of these submissions original acapellas. I had to improvise by stitching them together in such a way where the beat wouldn't overlap. And that was probably the most difficult part of all, but I'm going to be giving you guys a few pointers on making mashups yourself if you want to, while also going through the structure of this mashup. So we start at the beginning, and this is technically by Raulito, the very last submission into the contest. And I didn't have to use this section. Think about it, I should have just used the original instrumental here because it's literally just the original loop. Then we have a section here, and it is a quote, and he basically said at one segment in his song that you need to learn to love yourself before you can love someone else. And I thought it was a good tie-in because listening to the rest of the submissions, a lot of people, like not all of them this mashup, but a lot of people talked about girls. They all talked about breakups. They all talked about heartbreak. They talked about that sort of thing. So I thought this was a good quote to put at the beginning. Then we have Raulto's section, which is a nice intro segment, I think, because it's mumbled down, you know, it's not all crazy. And then we have another intro section. Can't remember his actual artist name, but this was submitted by 9, and altogether that's what this sounds like.
At some point or another, you learn that you have to love yourself before you love somebody else. Nothing will come of nothing.
Lately I've been pulling up, I don't feel enough. Young nigga turning up, he don't feel no love. I'm so motherfucking high, I can sober up. I'm so motherfucking high, I can sober up. I've been geeked by the drugs, I've been sobering up. See a different type of vibe, she euphoric now. Tell me if you really ride, just say what's up. Gotta look up in my eyes, my feelings done.
No, I'm not scared. I just want someone who treats me fair. Just this one. Baby girl, you swear that line was a better thing. It was yourself, it's now I wonder, babe, what's happening? You and my company, I gave that over everything. Watch you took my love for weakness, so you became enemy.
So that is the intro segment. I'm not going to play every single person's verse in this video, by the way, but if you want to hear all of the verses, the mashup is, you know, on the channel. It's in the little eye in the top corner, I think over here. Yeah, it's in the eye. It'll also be on the end screen, so go listen to it if you want to hear all the submissions. But that is the intro, and you notice that I cut between them, and this is a good thing if you're making a mashup and you don't have the original acapellas, or even if you do, crossfade bleeding is going to be your best friend. That's why it doesn't sound like it's overlapping, because it technically, like, isn't. It's very small there where you can't tell it is overlapping. Also, you'll notice about this, everything is a little offbeat. That is not my doing. That is because the original MP3 of the beat had a little bit of silence at the beginning, as you can see here. It had a little bit of silence here, and most people, some did, but most people did not cut that out of their submission. So I decided to keep it like that throughout the rest of the song, and I just lined them up with the original instrumental, and that's how I got them to line up properly. And then we have the chorus, which luckily I contacted him and he was able to send me the acapella of his song, which was useful because then I could overlay the hook with like one of the verses, and the beat wouldn't be playing twice, because if it had the beat in the background, the beats would overlap where it faded, so I didn't want that. So luckily he was able to send me the acapella, and his submission was really good, and this is what it sounds like.
Don't trust nobody cause of ice in the night. Shawty pull it to the spot, I'm like nice, but she right. Won't let nobody get too close to your advice, I'm alright. See scars, rise like stars in the lights in your eyes, your eyes, your eyes.
So that is half of the chorus, and then we continue here with the rest of his section. And then we get into Knock, which Knock is the other person on Prady's submission. Prady submitted, and he did the chorus, and Knock did the verse. So over here we have Knock's verse, and then it fades back into Prady's chorus. And then this is the full Prady chorus, right here.
But you had me at a low, just go shit, oh shit. Running like the Lakers shouldn't chase. Yeah, she swear she need nobody, I'm nobody, take my place, shit, wait. Yeah, she swear she doing better, that girl damage, just forget her. There's just nobody anymore, don't trust nobody cause of ice in the night. Shawty pull it to the spot, I'm like nice, but she right. Won't let nobody get too close to your advice, I'm alright. See scars, rise like stars in the lights in your eyes, your eyes, your eyes.
So on the end of every chorus for the rest of the song, I put a little reverb animation here to basically trail off the chorus so it didn't sound as harsh with this cutoff, because crossfade bleeding still has it be a little harsh, so I added reverb on the end of every chorus. I added some sections, like here for example, where M17's submission was just, like, it's just ad-libs for this part, and I wanted to use it. So I wanted to use that part, but I didn't know what to do with it. So I added the pre-chorus from Prady's submission and I put an EQ on it, and then that EQ fades out to where now there's this sense of unity of they're on top of each other, and the song is building and building to the chorus instead of just ad-libs and then it hard cuts to the chorus, and that's what this sounds like. God, that chorus is so good. I love it so much. So I did that there, and then I also like here this specific submission, this is by Joe Brown. He was on the same rhyme scheme as the chorus, like eyes and mind and all those. So he actually said eyes at one point, so I stacked the chorus where it said eyes at the end of the chorus, and I think that worked out well. I could tell by your eyes that you broke so many hearts. Yeah, so that worked out well. And then I think one of the real last things to talk about is just the very end, because I wanted a bigger, grander chorus section. So I decided to use the intro pre-chorus, and I decided to use the entire pre-chorus running up to the chorus and then a bit after. I also got this riser from Edison. It is just, I took this part of the vocal, I recorded it, put it into Edison, reversed it, normalized it, and we have that fade in now. And then I added some weird things at the end, added a few automations and things like that, and then I let the song fade out. So this is the final chorus.
But I really exist, and I wish I could wish you well, but you wish you were his.
Like, oh shit, she don't want nobody on the low. She's still getting over guys and running through them. I know she's the worst, yeah, she swears she doing better. That go damage, just forget her. But you had me at a low, just go shit, oh shit. Running like the Lakers shouldn't chase. Yeah, she swears she need nobody, I'm nobody to my place, shit, wait. Yeah, she swears she doing better. That go damage, just forget her. There's just nobody anymore. There's just nobody cause of ice in the night. Shawty pull it to the spot, I'm like nice, but she right. Won't let nobody get you close, like your advice, I'm right. See scars where I saw stars and the lights in your eyes, your eyes, your eyes.
And that is where the song finally fades out. After 20 minutes and 20 seconds, the song finally fades out. And we have this masterpiece. Basically, my process at the beginning, I was struggling because I had never actually made a mashup before. And I was struggling because what I was doing is I was putting in the files in order, because I had them numbered, and then I had a text file that had the people numbered, so I can align like the people to the song. And I was putting them in order and then chopping out the section I wanted, and then I just kind of had them all sporadic. And I shouldn't have done it like that. If you're going to make a mashup, this is what you should do. You should get your chorus figured out, right? Get your chorus figured out, which I did a little later. You need to put down your chorus with the instrumental and acapella and everything. You need to put down your chorus, and then go in order from there, and just drag in the next song, cut out the bit you want, and put it after. And then do that with the next verse. And then do that with the next verse, and the next verse, and the next verse. If you chunk it like that, it makes it so much easier to work with, and you end up making insane progress. And that's how I was able to do this entire 30-minute song in 2 days. So, yeah, if you're going to be making a mashup, just go in order with the verses. Cut out the parts you want, but go in order with the song. Like, don't try to drag them all in, cut out the part you want, and then just kind of, like, have them to the side for later. Like, don't do that. You gotta just go on the fly. I found out pretty early that I wanted every verse to have the same amount of measures, like 3 light spaces, 3 dark spaces, because that was as much as a full verse, and then whatever their pre-hook was, if it was the third part of the verse, or their pre-hook, or whatever, so I can include all of that. And I basically went off and just chose the best bits out of all the submissions I had downloaded, and then I just went in order, and then I put crossfade on them all, and I kind of faded. If you look closely, I faded between them in such a manner where it doesn't clash. And whenever I faded them back into the chorus, you know, as you can see, again, I faded them out. And certain ways I have it faded out more than others, just like ad-libs in the background or something. And it's really nice to have either your chorus overlap the verses, or to have your verse, like, your verse's ad-libs bleed into the chorus, because it has, like, a sense of unity within the song, you know, and it's really good. And also, if you have a quote in someone's submissions, like, I had this speech from Fallen at the beginning, use it. Use it at the beginning, because it brings in this sense of, like, it's not every person has their own section, it is everyone worked on this song together, you know, and it helps to tie it all in together. Even if there are issues that would put them apart, that's typically ignored because, hey, it's a mashup. What are you gonna do? That is the Kyle Beats Contest mashup. I've named the final song Go. If you want to listen to the song, it's in the eye in the corner. It'll also, you know, it's also on my channel. It'll also be in the description and on the end screen. I highly encourage you to go listen to it and to search up all the names and the timestamps and go check them out. As of yesterday, Kyle Beats uploaded, at least I'm pretty sure yesterday, this is what he told us. On Saturday, he uploaded the winner. He uploaded the winner of this contest, and he released it on Kyle Beats Collective and everything. So go check out his video. It'll also be in the description with everything else. Hope you guys enjoy. If you did enjoy, please like the video, you know, subscribe, and go check out that other video and support all the artists in the timestamps, in the pinned comment. Okay, pinned comment, there are timestamps. Go check out all this artist. That's gonna be it from me, you guys. I'll see you guys later. Goodbye.